Hey, everyone. This is Jose from the Let's Get Loud podcast. This is my solo podcast coming at you, standing in my kitchen because I'm trying to not become a chair. I know I've said this for the past 2 weeks now, but I'm crushing it. I am trying to get more steps in because I am literally becoming a chair. The chair and I are one. I know that it's so funny to me because people's perception would be like, Jose is so active. And I think it's because you see me going to spin every day, which is true. I do take priority or I do prioritize spinning every day. Thank God, because I do not move otherwise. Like I'm literally sitting. So I'm trying to change it up. I don't even know if this is affecting the sound of the podcast. I want to say I don't care. I mean, I do, but it is what it is, you guys. I am standing. I'm trying to stand as much as I can. My office is now being moved in my kitchen, and I kind of just walk around. And I've been really hitting my steps, and I've been setting that as a non-negotiable. You need to move more. And yeah, I've been feeling meh and not active lately. Oh my God, sorry. So I just basically gulped coffee. Gulped, is that a word? Oh my God. Okay. This week's topic seems to be afraid of failure. I did a live on it on Sneak, and a lot of people sent me messages feeling me. They're like, thank you so much. That really got to me. That really got me thinking. And I was just talking with someone, and she's not the first one to tell me, being afraid of failure. But it was the first time that I was having that conversation with someone, and it triggered something in me, bringing me back to why don't I feel fear failure? And I'm like, I do. Of course I do. I fear failure in my business. I fear failure in my marriage. I feel, so obviously I am human. I fear failure as well. But when it came to me taking prioritizing weight loss, just wanting weight loss, I just never feared failure. And I'm like, I wonder why. What was it about me, years back? And just the fact that I just keep pushing, I keep wanting what I want, and I keep going for it. And I'm like, why am I not afraid of failure when it comes to this piece of my life? And I was thinking about me, living in a bigger body, 70 pounds heavier, and how shitty that was. Honestly, I cannot put it in other words. I never got comfortable in a bigger body. It's I was young when I realized that it just wasn't for me. And I understand that maybe this is not relatable to you. And maybe you're like, I don't feel that way. I actually feel really comfortable living in a bigger body. That's fine. I just also think there might be more like me that are just I did not feel comfortable. I never got comfortable. It was always on my mind, always on my mind. You were always on my mind. I feel like that is a song from my mom and my dad's time, the 1970s. Anyways, so I just felt like being overweight, living in a bigger body, not being able to shop, going shopping and crying in the freaking dressing room. It was exhausting. I freaking hated it. And I know that you're not supposed to lose weight out of hate, but it's I wanted to lose weight out of loving life again. I don't know. I really disliked living in a bigger body. And I know that, that maybe the longer you stay in it, maybe you get comfortable. But guys, here's where I'm going with this. Okay. I'm going to get to the good part. Let's skip to the good part. Bye. You guys are getting just all of me today. You are welcome for the craziness that is I. And I hope, oh my God, I hope someone's listening and you have no clue what those two songs I just sang was. Makes it even more fun. Okay, wait. When I was thinking about the fear of failure, for me, failing was living that way, living in a bigger body. That for me was, I was failing my life. I'm not saying that if you live in a bigger body, it means you're failing. I'm saying that's how I felt about living in a bigger body. It just wasn't me. I wasn't meant to be in a bigger body. I didn't want to be limited. It's I wasn't meant to just stay put and stay limited. No, I'm going to go and I want to fix this. I want to feel like myself. And yeah, maybe there's a part of my personality that makes it that I did that. And maybe that's not a part of your personality, but nothing friggin' stops you now, girl. Like, get louder, get uncomfortable. Say out loud that you don't like living in a bigger body. Say out loud that you hate that you can't go shopping. Because I think that we're all like Rossing it, like, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. You get what I mean? Ross and Friends. When he's like, I'm fine, I'm fine. Okay. He's not fine. You're not fine. And I was not fine. And I was young. And I told my parents, I am not fine. And I think that maybe as we get older, it's kind of ironic to me that like I'm 13, 14, 15, 16, telling my parents I'm not fine and I'm going to go and get what I want. And you're a 40-year-old who can't even say to their spouse they're not fine. Because all of a sudden it's not about you anymore. It's about the kids, it's about, your job or your social responsibilities as a woman. F that BS. Because like you are a human being that deserves to be fine, to be heard. Anyways, I just felt like maybe someone out there needed this message to like, honestly, the only difference between you not changing your path and just staying put and not doing anything about it is not that the other person that chose to do something is special or unique or not broken. They just decided that they were not going, that where they were was already failure. They're like, I'm already failing. This is not what I want. I'm going to take a chance because I can't fail more than I am right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like for me, it was just like, I mean, even if I at least stop gaining weight, that is like a step one, if I could just prioritize myself a little bit more and feel like I'm even present in my own life. I don't know if, again, this is my podcast. And maybe someone needs to hear this message and be like, I'm not being loud in my own life. Maybe you're not being loud in your own life. And maybe you're okay with that. Maybe being loud for you is serving others. But when you're serving others and you are not feeling validated or like this is how you want to live your life, I'm sorry. I don't struggle prioritizing what I want. And I truly believe that I am an amazing wife and mom. And like, I think that I'm better at it because I'm not miserable and I'm not, I don't want to say sad, but I'm not like, I know, I'm not sad, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just staying put. I feel very much like I am living my life and that I'm serving me as well. I'm serving my kids. I'm serving my husband. Of course. Like, I mean, there's still social pressures and I am a wife and I am a mom, but I am also Jose and I'm a freaking fun person. And I went through phases where I thought I was going to be the typical wife who like makes supper. And I thought that was exciting to me. And then I realized on day 4 that that was definitely not my path. And so I needed to be loud about like, this is not who I am. This is not how I want to do things. And it doesn't make me bad, or worst or whatever. And so I truly believe that what we all want is just to be happy. I think that's what we want. We just want to be happy. And I think happiness is hiding behind authenticity, and you prioritizing you. So you're not being selfish. If you're choosing your happiness, that is not selfish. That is actually exactly what the people in your world need from you. They need you to be happy. All right, I'm going to stop right there. But if you are like, I don't want to continue the path that I'm on, I feel like the path that like, sometimes like I remember being so young and I was weighing 220 pounds and I'm like, where the F am I going with this? Am I going to be 250 by the time I'm 20? 300 pounds? Like, this is ridiculous. I don't want this. This is not the life I want. I see the path and it's not the one I want. Who's in charge of changing that? Yang tuolo. Okay. And so sometimes like it's not the right time and the kids and the husband and the whatever. I think that's you just so afraid of not being able to be loud and to say what you want. I'm telling you, this is the greatest gift that you can give yourself, and the right people stick around. Like, your kids are going to stick around. Your husband's going to stick around. Like, I mean, guys, let's be real. Okay. You being you and you're really chasing what you want. And there are steps to that. You can't just all of a sudden up and not, but like, because you want to feel comfortable in your changes, but you deserve to change your path if you see that the path that you are on is not who you want to be. or who you want to become. All right, I'm going to end there. Happy Friday to you. And our tickets for our Let's Get Loud show are out. So go and buy a ticket for yourself, you and a friend. I don't freaking care. I am telling you, I'm really taking it seriously that it's called Let's Get Loud. And I want to help women in different areas of their life get louder, because I believe that what's missing in society is women being louder about who they want to be and how they want to show up. I think that's the only way we actually change the narrative and the social pressures of having a vagina and having kids. Okay, have a great day. Bye.